Dad, you've just come back from traveling through Botswana. How was this experience for you?
I was deeply moved by the scale of Africa and the friendliness of the people I met, but I was also shaken by the chaos I encountered. The lack of compositional balance and harmony. Nature is not particularly good at composition at the best of times, but in Africa the sheer level of disorder can be deeply disturbing to witness. At first I tried to tidy up wherever we were staying, but in the end I had to give it up. The scale of the chaos is really impossible to grasp, let alone process psychologically. I remember thanking God that I'm not Swiss, because if I was I might have gone to pieces. My only consolation was that you children didn't see some of the things I saw. We live in a time when an all-pervasive sense of loss and guilt has made us worship so-called unspoilt nature, and so of course this particular viewpoint won't win me any friends. But I think there is enough nature in a suburban garden for children to interact with in a way that's safe and wholesome, and doesn't expose them to some of the reckless disorder and frankly shameless erotica one sees in Africa. I don't think I'm a prude, but in just one day out in the bush you will see open genital displays, whether animal or vegetable, open defecation, public sex, death, killing and cannibalism, and a whole lot of other things that just aren't cricket. People say, you're just anthropomorphizing, but as far as I'm concerned, death is death and sex is sex. You can't just philosophically airbrush away the things you don't like in life. People have this idea that anything that's natural is good. This is ridiculous.
But don't you think that this generation of children, whose lives are so controlled by technology, would particularly benefit from exposure to wilderness?
This is one of the big questions of our time, particularly as we move into a period when fewer and fewer people will engage with wilderness. But if our future experience as a race is to be predominantly an urban one, then doesn't it make more sense that we start adapting as soon as possible to such an existence? This is the pragmatic approach rather than the doomed romantic approach. Of course, my voice carries no moral authority whatsoever, except perhaps in our own home, but I definitely would never encourage you guys to interact with the wild. There are very good reasons mankind got the hell out of nature in the first place, and our destiny as a race is not to end up amongst the beasts, but amongst the stars.